Rule number 1, don't sleep with them right away.
Okay.
So what does that mean is like being patient. If you could be patient while you date and do that, you can learn so much about the person before even making a decision. You don't want to make it weird and like then you're in it and then you cannot be friends, you know, afterwards because you already slept with them. But the good thing is like if you guys are not compatible and you can take your time and you see like, oh, this person's not actually for me, we actually could be friends and not make it weird. And yeah.
Yeah. Do you have thoughts on that?
I agree with it. My one question to that, because you said it, do you find it's difficult once you are sexually active with someone to then be a friend with them? Like say you like built a great relationship and then you engaged, like you had sex, and you're like, okay, we weren't really connected sexually, but I really enjoy our time together, our conversations. How does that translate to able to be a friend?
If you don't have feelings for them, like I feel like it's okay to be friends, but for the next relationship I feel like it's out of respect.
Yeah.
So, like just for my person, I want to respect, like meanwhile I'm single, we could be friends, but the minute I get in a relationship I'm probably gonna cut this person off because it's out of respect. I don't want him one of the guys I was with while I'm in the relation in the same room, you know, and make him feel weird or uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
I think that's a really excellent point that I actually wouldn't have even like necessarily considered as far as that's concerned, but that's a really good point. I agree with it. I think that like every relationship is a little bit different, and I think that here's what I would say is like in the first couple dates, it's probably not a good idea in general. Like I'd say as a general rule of thumb, it's probably not like a winning strategy to like have sex. But I'd say after a few, like that's where it might like come into play. And I don't think it's like should be a hard rule for everybody. I think it's like depends on the person, but I do think there's something to be said where it's like, and I think you have a rule coming up where it's like, let's focus on the person, not focus on like our physical attraction to them. And you might jump into that too early. Then you're energetically connected with them in a way that you wouldn't necessarily be otherwise. And then it might be harder to see the red flags or make the right decision because you kind of don't want to feel regretful for the decision that you made early on that you like now are sort of like, I would hate to say it, but stuck with more or less. That's the way I feel about it a little bit.
So I've have a friend that she kept always saying, don't sleep with him, Ashley. Wait till 3 months. She would say 3 months. And I was like, I will like fall, like I will make it almost or halfway. I'm like, damn it. Like, so, and it would not work out. And the one thing is that what I learned is it will confuse me. That's the thing is like, now I don't know. Cause I'm like, I feel like, trauma bonding exists.
No doubt.
So, and I heard this actually in a mushroom journey in my birthday.
Okay.
I said like, you can exchange demons. And the energy and the, I experienced that, previously. With someone, and I literally saw it. Like I saw like a little demon in him, and I was just like ignoring it. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's me, you know, overthinking it. But I was seeing it, and then the minute I felt the darkness like stuck in me, and it was so hard to leave him because I feel like I had it in me, and that was like very eye opening.
That's all very real. Like that, like true energetic exchange is very real, and I think like sexual energy is like the most intimate, the most physical, the most like real type of actual energy that you can genuinely exchange with somebody. And yeah, if they have bad vibes, those bad vibes rub off. If they're good vibes, and those good vibes.
And it took a while to get him off, and then get over him because of that. I feel like because I still had the darkness. But even going to his room, it was black, and I was like, I already like so many signs, and I was like, I just felt like he had a little demon in him, and like, but I was just like, no, like. He must like I would just ignore the red flags, you know. And they always say when you end a relationship, it's usually the reason is the same reason that of the red flags you ignored, and it's true. It was that.
Well, let's move on. I think there's another rule coming up.
So also, to not ignore the red flags.
Yeah, is that number 2?
Yeah, number
Okay.
2, if something feels off, and it usually is, early excuses, like right away, you either address it.
Excuse me, I just burped.
It's okay. You're human. You can fart.
I'll try to avoid farting.
Oopsie. But yeah, like you can like save a lot of headaches. Believe actions over words. There's a lot of love bombing, and a lot of girlfriends of mine. It's because he said this. I was like, but are they doing it? No, they fall for potential.
Yep.
And I was like, literally, look what's going in front of you.
Yep.
What's in front of you? What is he doing? Not what he's saying.
Yes.
Because anybody can say you're beautiful. I'm gonna do this, that, and I'm like, if it's not aligning.
That's my biggest number one thing with anybody, and not just when it comes to dating or like romantic relationships, in anything. It's, does the person do the things they say they're going to do? That is the key to unlocking who is worth keeping in your life and who isn't. And like, here's the thing: is a red flag. I think that's like the number 1 red flag is like not following through on the things that you say you're going to do or your commitments. Red flags can mean a lot of things. So like when I think of a red flag, I think of something where you go into a date saying like, oh, if he's got this thing, a gorilla tattoo, it's a red flag for some reason, versus a bad vibe or a bad like set of characteristics that like rub you the wrong way.
Something like morally or ethically is like off.
So like I think that like drawing a distinction, because I think that people go in looking, a lot of times people go in and they use like a stupid red flag as an excuse to not pursue somebody or not have a relationship with somebody. And that's fine, because like ultimately it's because the vibe was off to begin with and you're using that red flag as an excuse. But I think that identifying what is a valid red flag is what's important.
Because I feel like red flags, there's some that you could be flexible, like 6 feet tall, like blue eyes, like sometimes you're not finding the person.
About 5'8" blue eyes.
No, but like sometimes you have to be flexible. Sometimes a person is not exactly like and you have to be flexible. And sometimes some characteristics that are red flags could be changed by communication. And a little example is I had a boyfriend that he would drink, and like there was a whole version that would come out that I was like, I'm not dating this. And I put that, I was a red flag, and I was like, I'm not gonna date someone that's gonna be this way and treat me this way when they're drunk. And like he changed. So I was like, there's ways to change the red flags with communicating and patience and understanding. And but there's a non-negotiables and there's the flexible ones.
Yeah. And I think what you're saying is like, you're saying don't ignore red flags, but that's not ignoring it. That's being aware of it and addressing it, and then like having the conversation and making an active change along with the other person. So I think that that's like, don't ignore red flags doesn't mean if you see a red flag, run for the hills. No. It means do your best to like address it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Put the energy into it if it's like something you want to pursue.